Hey guys, so this is my second 1v1 tutorial, and I'll be covering how to beat a Frost DK as an Affliction Lock. So it's probably our hardest matchup 1v1, but it's honestly more manageable than beating an Unholy DK right now. And it'll also become a lot easier after patch 4.2 because their self-healing will be nerfed. So there's only really a couple of major cooldowns to know, Death Grip and AMS. AMS is a 45-second cooldown now for Frost instead of Unholy, I think, which is 30. Make sure you're also aware what the Lichborn buff looks like, because that's pretty important. So a pretty important tip versus DKs is actually to spell lock them so you can get cast off. This is pretty big because when you spell lock them they can't mind freeze you, AMS, or death grip to stop that. As a rule of thumb, try to port during AMS. Your Soulburn port actually cooldown lines up with AMS perfectly too, like the AMS cooldown. You want to save your trinket for Strangulate, and you want to save Death Coil for the end of Lichborn and follow that with Full Fear, kind of like what we did to Warriors with Berserker Rage. If he goes into heal mode and just Death Strikes your pet, just get distance and get fears off. That usually helps you get more pressure. And if you can, before UA, try to Shadow Flame and UA off. Get a UA too. So here's the first duel. I'll let you watch in real time. It's versus a 2500 DK. So even though I lost this duel, I wanted to go over it because I think it shows my strategy pretty well, and even though I didn't really kite or keep up my dots well at the end, it's still instructional. So my goal in the beginning is to get a spell lock off, so I can get a full fear off, so I can force either Trinket or Lichborn. Usually what I'll do is I'll throw a dot off, so I'm sure, or so I make sure he's not AMSing right off the bat, and AMS is my spell lock. Cause that'd be bad, okay? So I spell lock him in the beginning, and it actually gets his trinket, and he kind of makes a mistake here, and he death grips me. Now I know I said don't port unless he AMSs, but he uses death grip already, so I port away, and I'm actually in a pretty good spot here, especially because he just popped AMS. So his AMS, death grip, and trinket I've already got the cooldowns for, so it's just Lichborn that I really need. And I'm cutting with Soulburn port, and I even got a UA and Shadow Flame off before his AMS. So he's gonna get back on me, and I'm gonna howl him off to get his Lichborn. And here I just have to survive. I even get a haunt off, which is good because he blew his mind freeze. I think my mistake comes here is I really should have death coiled him towards the end of his Lichborn and just, got a fear off and reapplied haunt and UA, and those kind of fell off near the end of the duel. Yeah, the death coil just came too late. I think what I was thinking was I didn't want to waste death coil into like a short fear because I already feared twice. So I was waiting for the DR to reset. Yeah, I basically blow that second spell lock because I spell locked him when he wasn't even near me, and then I don't know, haunt and UA fall off, and it's just not enough damage to finish him off really. This next duel was held on the TR versus DK in full gear, so I'm going to go over this one in slow motion instead, see if that can give you a different perspective rather than freezing it. Alright, so I start off here, make sure he doesn't AMS off the bat, so I dot him, and then I'm going to howl him right as he reaches me. He Hungering Colts, but I don't trinket. So I howl, get his trinket. There it is. I should have probably got a UA off there before he AMS'd. So he He AMS's, and then right when he gets close to me, I'll soul burn port. Just get away from him. Should have shadow word there. Yep, there it is. And then, see, I still have distance on him, so now I can probably get a cast off right now. But he Lichborns, which is probably a mistake. He preemptively Lichborns. So here I'm just surviving. I don't have port. I don't have anything. I'm checking the duration of his Lichborn right here. And I Trinket the Strangulate, Deathclaw him off, and get him into a fear. And there's no fear break for him. Trinket Lichborn are down. So get your cast off before the fear breaks. So now get pet on him. Make sure you have distance. So I'm just trying to do as much damage as I can. I'm fine. So now I just need to keep kiting. Probably drain life in a second too long. Oh, that's because I knew I had Howl up. So I knew when he would come back to me, I was just going to Howl him. So that's why I just let him get to me. So I'll re-fear him again. Still do damage, get some life back. I probably wasted the spell lock there. I didn't really need to do that since he wasn't on me. Just do more damage, get more health back. Slow him, and now I'm kiting at full speed, so he's going to have to get to me somehow. He's death striking my pet, as you can see, to heal. So he gripped me back, instantly port. I don't soulborn port because I think I used my Worgen sprint here. So I'm keeping up everything, just kiting. Shadow word during AMS, there's nothing really else to do. And then here, after the second Hungering Cold, I just need to get him into another fear, so I'm waiting for my Howl cooldown. Get him into a Howl. Can't break it. Get a Haunt off for more healing, more damage. I think I go for the kill here, so I spell lock him. And I think he got either a pet sack off, or maybe he pet sacked earlier, or a death strike, I don't know, but I don't think I got the full drain soul off because it's not ticking that hard. Anyway, so he grips me there, and I think I've poured up. I don't use it because I'm actually not chains or anything. I'm still kiting, and he's pretty much lost here. He can't catch up to me. You can really kite Frosty K's pretty well. Like, it's definitely a lot easier to kite than Unholy, especially if they don't have Desecration. I'll port here when he gets close and just go for the kill here. Not too bad. So most DKs you can actually tool like this pretty easily. It's only really the top ones that are really hard to kite. So let me know if you have any questions or comments. I'd be happy to hear them. I wish I got more textbook duels here against DKs, but I think you got the basic idea. So yeah, just let me know if you need any further help. I think my next video will be on rogues, and then I might move towards like a Shadow Priest or Mage. We'll see. We'll see after that. But I wanted to get the melee out of the way first, because those are generally the hardest. Alright, I'll see you next time.